Morning, guys. Welcome to Coffee Chat. Boy, I sure hope you had a fantastic weekend. Ours was absolutely amazing. The sun was shining. Skies were blue. It was warm and it was nice. And we just had a great time. And look at all the greenery that's coming up on my trees in here. Absolutely fantastic. And it's really great to come out here in the morning, just kind of relax and listen to the birds tweet and see all that. And of course, share it with you. So, hey, I hope you're having a fantastic start to your week. Guys, you would not believe. So the article I was reading this morning, this one's coming out of the G7. And what they're doing now, guys, is they are actually getting together to craft cooperatively global crypto regulations so that there is consistency around the globe and that a lot of these countries aren't just kind of winging it all on their own, but they're coming out with a cooperative and joint plan for crypto regulation. Now, guys, what does that tell you? That tells me that when all this regulation comes in, that they can see down the road there, and we're talking about massive institutional adoption. Because look, the institutions, big institutions, aren't getting into this space until we have some really serious regulation, and it is coming. Now, when that happens, and it's going to be happening fast, what are you going to see? Well, guys, when you get that institutional adoption, you're going to see the risk come down big time. And when the risk comes down, the reward comes down. So those of us that have literally gotten into this space early, I'm telling you what, I think we're going to see one of the biggest gains that we have ever seen, probably if not in not just decades, but centuries. It is going to be amazing. That is at least my opinion. Now, think of this, guys. You're watching this global liquidity crisis take on, I'm telling you, it is absolutely insane and impractically terrifying. And when you think about that, just think of this. Go and take a look at the Federal Reserve's balance sheet, if you will. And you pull it up and you see how much, in the last 2.5, maybe 3 weeks, they have pumped over $400 billion into this system. And on top of that, guys, the plan is to pump in over $5 trillion. Can you imagine? $5 trillion? Talk about a bailout. Look, we have never seen one like it. And the thing is this, guys, they're going to inflate it to the point where you're going to see such hyperinflation from a result of that it is going to cause the literal implosion of this current fiat system. And they absolutely know it. This is being done with intention. And think about this. What happens when inflation happens? Well, it's like the government just reaching right into your pocket and taking your cash out by the fistfuls, because what's happening there is the destruction of the purchasing power of your dollars. It is insane. And just look at what's going on in this market here with respect to crypto. In fact, hey, we're up pretty big. I think we're up around 48 some cents on XRP this morning. Wow, that's amazing. That's fantastic. I'm telling you, just the beginning of what you're about to see, because when they start pumping all of this cash, and they can't hide it, guys. In fact, what's even more amazing is they were doing this just a few days before Silicon Valley Bank actually imploded. That says lots, guys. That says that they had their fingers on the pulse. Don't kid yourself. The fact of the matter is, the banking, all this banking system is probably one of the most regulated and the most audited systems in the world. And they knew, they had all kinds of foreknowledge that this was going down, and they started putting out the printing press literally days before it happened. And since then, over 400 billion. That's insane in just a couple weeks. And we've just gotten so used to hearing these numbers that we're literally desensitized to it. But the reality is, guys, when you're talking that kind of cash, you're literally talking about a massive implosion. And this fiat system is dying, that's for sure. Now, what's coming in to replace it? Well, we know what's coming in to replace it, don't we? The whole central bank digital currency system. And that's why you're getting the G7 out there, and they're going to do this coordinated crypto regulation and stuff like that. Because number one, they're not going to want a whole lot of competition to their CBDCs. So I think you're going to see the death of a lot of stable coins. The second thing I think you're going to see there is you're going to see, because they're saying, consumer protection and all this, you're going to see the whole custodial system. You watch and see if they don't start introducing custody with respect to digital assets and how it's going to be folded out and rounded out and all this kind of stuff, and the exchanges. Watch and see. Mark my words. Literally, write it down, stick it on the fridge. You can bank on this one. They are going to be going after these exchanges full bore. Why? Because they want to consolidate, just like this banking system. Look, all this is going on and all these, banking collapses, these smaller banks, really what you're seeing is a global consolidation in the banking system, and that's a consolidation of wealth and of power and of resources. And that it's done with intention and with an absolute plan. Don't kid yourself. Now, having said that, guys, they want to do the same thing in this whole crypto space. With all of these exchanges, there's going to be a consolidation. And, there's going to be some that are going to come out here, but it's because they want to move this all over into these big institutions that already hold the balance of power. And I believe that's where it's all going, at least in my opinion. Now, guys, I want to just say we had an amazing live stream on Saturday, and I'll tell you what, the support that this community came out and gave, oh, wow, we just loved it. Judy and I loved it, and it was so fun for us to be able to raffle off that free coaching session. And for those who don't know, Mariano Lopez was the winner. Now, Mariano, you haven't reached out to me yet, so reach out to me, write me at coaching@thedigitaloutlook.com, and we're going to get you all set up. But write out to me so that we can actually deliver on our promise to you, so that would be great. Well, guys, I'll tell you what, I sure hope you have a fantastic Monday. It looks like it's gearing up to be just a great week, and so, hey, until our video later on today, I sure hope you have a good one, and take care.